Have you ever felt someone vanish from your life, suddenly? Not because of an argument. Not because of anger. It's quieter than that. Subtle. Heavy. For INFJs, this quiet disappearance is called the door slam. It is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in the MBTI world. Some people call it cruel. Some say it's harsh. But to an INFJ, it is necessary. It is not revenge. It is self-preservation. It is their way of protecting their heart. It is their way of protecting their mind. INFJs are rare. Less than 2% of the population. They are deeply sensitive. Deeply reflective. They feel more than most people realize. When they are repeatedly hurt, something inside shifts. The door begins to close. And when it closes, it is quiet. But it is final. If you've experienced this, you know the confusion it brings. You might wonder, did I do something wrong? Did I push too far? Or was it simply inevitable? Understanding the INFJ door slam is not about blame. It is about awareness. It is about learning emotional patterns. It is about respecting the emotional depth of people around you. This video will take you inside the mind of an INFJ. We will explore why they do it, what it feels like, how others react, and most importantly, how to navigate relationships without triggering the door slam. By the end, you will see this behavior differently. You will see it as protection, not punishment. And you might even understand yourself better if you are an INFJ. Stay with me. 2. What is the INFJ door slam? The INFJ door slam is not sudden. It is not random. It is a slow, careful withdrawal. Some describe it as a quiet exit, others as a complete shutdown. It is both literal and metaphorical. Sometimes they stop answering messages. Sometimes they avoid places they used to go together. Sometimes they cut off all communication. For outsiders, it feels sudden. For the INFJ, it is the result of a long process. They notice patterns. Patterns of disrespect. Patterns of neglect. They notice when boundaries are ignored. When emotional safety is compromised. INFJs are people of depth. They do not tolerate superficial connections for long. They need meaning. They need trust. The door slam is a response to repeated violations of these needs. It is their way of saying, I will no longer expose myself to harm. The door slam is not about anger. It is about boundaries. It is about self-respect. Sometimes, it starts with small signs. A delayed response to a text. A cancelled plan without explanation. A subtle withdrawal from social interactions. They try to give space. They try to communicate. But if hurt continues, they will close the door. Completely. It can happen in friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, or even professional connections. To the INFJ, this is not dramatic. It is calm. Necessary. They are protecting their inner world. The door slam is misunderstood because INFJs feel deeply but do not always explain their withdrawal in ways others understand. It is not about revenge. It is about peace. They will not argue endlessly. They will not try to convince someone who cannot respect them. Instead, they quietly step away. And sometimes, they never return. This is why understanding the INFJ personality is critical. The door slam is a reflection of emotional intelligence and introspection. It is not impulsive. It is deliberate. 3. Why INFJs do it. INFJs do not slam doors lightly. They do it for reasons. Deep, personal, emotional reasons. INFJs feel everything. Every slight. Every betrayal. Every broken promise. They absorb emotional energy. They analyze it. They process it. They are sensitive to patterns. Repeated hurt builds inside them, like water filling a container. Slowly. Quietly. Eventually, it overflows. The door slam is the overflow. It is their way of saying, I cannot endure this anymore. They do not seek revenge. They do not want conflict. They simply need peace. INFJs have strong internal values. They value authenticity. They value trust. They value loyalty. When these values are repeatedly violated, it causes deep pain. And pain for an INFJ is not always visible. They may smile. They may joke. They may appear calm. But inside, the hurt grows. They forgive. They hope. They explain. But if the pattern continues, they cannot sustain the connection. The door slam is a final act of self-preservation. It protects their emotional health. It protects their mental clarity. They cannot compromise their inner peace for toxic energy. INFJs often analyze their actions before slamming the door. They ask themselves, did I try enough? Could I have communicated differently? Should I give one more chance? Even when they decide to leave, there is a sense of sadness. Because INFJs care. They feel deeply for people they let in. The door slam is a balance. A balance between caring and self-preservation. They do not slam doors impulsively. They slam them when all other options are exhausted. It is a signal, my boundaries matter. My peace matters. And if you value me, you will respect that. 4. What it feels like. The INFJ door slam is heavy. It is quiet, but it leaves a mark. Inside, the INFJ feels conflict, sadness, relief, confusion, clarity. They do not enjoy walking away. They do not feel victorious. They feel necessary. They feel protective. The mind races. Thoughts swirl. The heart aches. They reflect on the connection. They think about what went wrong. They replay conversations. They wonder if they missed signs. They question their own choices. But amidst the sadness, there is relief. A relief of space. A relief from constant hurt. A relief from being misunderstood. They feel calm in their decision. Not triumphant. Not proud. Just calm. It is a meditative pause. A quiet boundary enforced. Sometimes, they grieve. Sometimes, they journal. Sometimes, they talk to a trusted friend or confidant. They need to process the loss internally. Even after slamming the door, they still care. Still feel for the people they leave behind. But care does not mean enduring pain. The INFJ values emotional integrity over connection at all costs. The door slam is a protective act. It is their way of reclaiming peace. It is their way of prioritizing mental health. For outsiders, it may seem cold or abrupt. For the INFJ, it is deliberate, thoughtful, necessary. The door slam is not cruelty. It is a reflection of deep sensitivity, of introspection, of emotional wisdom. It is about choosing peace when hurt becomes repetitive. 5. How others react. When the INFJ door slam happens, others are often confused. They may feel shocked, hurt, angry. They wonder, why did this happen? Was it something I said? Something I did? The truth is, the door slam is rarely about a single moment. It is about patterns. Repeated disregard. Emotional neglect. Friends may try to reach out. Partners may plead. Family may feel rejected. But the INFJ does not respond immediately. Sometimes, they never respond. It is not about punishment. It is about preservation. For people who do not understand the INFJ personality, it can feel cold. For the INFJ, it is calm. Necessary. They are protecting their inner world. They are valuing their emotional health. Those left outside the door often feel guilt or frustration. They may ask, can we fix this? Can we repair trust? Sometimes, they can. Sometimes, they cannot. The INFJ door slam teaches a quiet lesson: respect boundaries. Respect emotional depth. Respect the need for meaningful connection. Otherwise, the door will remain closed. 6. Signs before the door slam. INFJs rarely slam the door without warning. Their withdrawal is subtle at first. Small signs appear. You may notice distance in conversations. Responses become shorter. The warmth fades. They stop sharing personal thoughts. They begin to guard their emotions. Their patience may run thin. They may cancel plans without explanation. They may seem preoccupied. Sometimes, they offer gentle hints. A quiet, I need some space. Other times, they remain silent. They hope the other person notices. They hope for change. But if patterns repeat, the signs intensify. The emotional energy shifts. The connection feels fragile. Every interaction becomes measured. Every word is considered. This is the INFJ protecting themselves. They are testing boundaries. They are observing respect. If hurt continues, the door slam becomes inevitable. Recognizing these signs early can help repair trust, or at least understand the depth of their feelings. 7. After the door slam. After the INFJ door slam, life changes quietly. The INFJ feels relief. A heavy weight is lifted. They regain space in their mind. Their heart begins to heal. They do not celebrate the ending. They reflect. They learn. Sometimes, they revisit the relationship in thought. They analyze patterns. They wonder, could I have communicated differently? Could I have been clearer? Yet, they do not reopen the door lightly. Trust once broken is not easily restored. They value peace above all. INFJs prioritize emotional health. They nurture safe connections. They focus on people who respect boundaries. They let go of toxic energy. This process is slow, deliberate, and introspective. It is part of their introvert personality. It may seem distant to outsiders, but inside, there is clarity, a sense of self-respect and understanding. The door slam is not cruelty. It is a form of emotional wisdom. It ensures they do not lose themselves in relationships. 8. How to avoid being slammed. If you want to keep an INFJ close, respect is essential. Respect their boundaries. Respect their emotions. Listen carefully. Do not dismiss their feelings. Small betrayals accumulate. Even minor lies can hurt deeply. Consistency matters more than grand gestures. Be patient. Give space when they need it. Communicate clearly. Show empathy. Do not pressure them to share before they are ready. Notice patterns. If they pull back, reflect on your actions. Apologize sincerely when necessary. Do not take their withdrawal personally. It is not about control. It is about emotional safety. INFJs value meaningful connections. They invest deeply in people who respect their mind and heart. Honesty, empathy, and patience build trust. Ignoring these can lead to the door slam, but honoring them keeps the connection alive. Understanding the INFJ personality is the first step. The second step is action. Show care in the ways they need. The INFJ door slam is not cruel. It is quiet, thoughtful, necessary. It teaches us about boundaries, about emotional depth, about respect. INFJs care deeply. They invest fully, but they will not sacrifice their peace. This is a lesson for all relationships. Pay attention to patterns, not just words. Honor emotional space. Communicate with honesty and empathy. Understand that some doors close for protection, not punishment, not revenge. The INFJ door slam is a reflection of self-respect. It is a call for emotional integrity, for understanding, for meaningful connection. If you experience it, do not take it lightly. Reflect on your actions. Learn. Grow. If you are an INFJ, trust yourself. Your boundaries matter. Your feelings matter. Closing the door is sometimes the only way forward. It is not weakness. It is strength. It is calm. It is clarity. It is peace. The INFJ door slam is not the end. It is a beginning.